Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dwight here, Retro Crypto YouTube channel. Thank you, guys. I got to start off with saying thank you to each and every one of you. You guys made that video go semi-viral yesterday, but it was huge. I'm at 1,299 subscribers. Thank you for the support. You have no idea what that means to me. It's making a dream come true. I always wanted to be a YouTuber, and it's coming into fruition. And I want to thank you guys. Just keep hitting that like button, keep smashing that like button every time you get a chance. And yeah, it's just absolutely awesome. Also, for the guys that haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Just hit that subscribe button, and if you want to hit that little bell beside it, it'll notify you every time I upload a new video. And one more time, I'm gonna say it again, thank you. All right, now with all that said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an ordinary guy on the internet with a love for cryptocurrency. It's essential that you do your own research before making any and all financial decisions. All right, guys, today this video is going to be about HEX, Pulsechain, the Pulsechain, future Pulsechain ecosystem projects that we can track. But yeah, so let's just dive right into it, all right? Right now we got crypto bubbles up here on the screen. Let's go ahead and arrow down. HEX is a number 6 spot. I told you guys that was going to happen. HEX is number 6. I knew it was going to knock XRP down a notch. Yes. And we're just getting started, guys. The next one is a stable coin, the USD coin. What's that? USDC coin, right? That should be USDC, right? Oh, no, it's the USD stablecoin. All right. It's at $1. That's going to be a big jump for HEX right there in that market cap from 31 billion up to 49 billion. But that's cool. That's cool. We're sitting nicely. Cardano's fallen kind of far, but, you know, I still love Cardano. I still think it's a great opportunity for you guys, a dollar cost average. And now I'm going to stop talking about Cardano, but you guys know I love it. All right. But this has been an awesome week for HEX and us Hexicans. So let's jump right into what I want to talk about today. All right. There's been a lot of debate, a lot of opinions and stuff floating around about the value of Pulse and PulseX when the mainnet goes live. Now, you got to remember this testnet here. This testnet is like monopoly money. So people are doing things with this that they wouldn't normally do. Now, I mean, a lot of trading and a lot of moving and just playing like Richard Hart wants you to do, actually. But I figured that we would just take a quick peek at here and see what this says that HEX is. I'm sorry, Pulse. So Pulse right now is worth, according to the testnet, at May 3rd at 7:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pulse is worth 1.014 cents. All right, nothing to sneeze at. You know what I mean? Especially if you manage to sacrifice a lot to the advancement of freedom of speech. PulseX, on the other hand, is now there's 2.89 PulseXs for one pulse. So I mean, I could pull a calculator up, but I don't know if that's necessary. Well, hey, what the heck, right? So 2.8903 times. Hope I don't make an idiot of myself. Yes, I'm making an idiot of myself. So wait, what am I trying to do here? Anyway, sorry, brain fart. It happens to the best of us. Long story short, basic arithmetic, but for some reason, I'm having a brain fart. What I'm trying to accomplish here, but you guys know where I'm going at with this. 2.8903 pulse X's makes one pulse. All right, one pulse has a value of the number at the top of the screen there. I don't know what I'm thinking, but you guys get where I'm coming at. Now, I had predicted a start price of 0.00001 or potentially 0.00009. Now, because my thought is, now Richard Hart says it's going to start off at 0, and I keep seeing everybody's predictions, but they're like higher and higher and higher. I'm taking my prediction in reverse because the whole concept was that you're not purchasing a security, you didn't invest in a security, you sacrificed, you donated to a cause, and then you'll be rewarded of something of zero value. But if the market decides to value, then so be it. So I'm pushing lower to 0, but you know, the higher it goes, the better. You know, but yeah, I just wanted to follow up with that from yesterday. All right, now let's go ahead into this charting here. Now I'm gonna do HEX first, and then Bitcoin, and then the ecosystem. Okay, and then I got some news things I want to talk about. But HEX right here, guys. HEX is... Uh-oh, didn't mean to move it. I moved it already. Dang it. All right, the reason why it's annoying is I'm using the VP, what is it? The volume, the VP VR. And basically the VPR VR has its support line drawn in currently at right here, which is basically 13 cents. So according to the VPVR, HEX should not drop any lower than 13% with the volume where the chart is laid out to currently. And this is on a 4-hour chart. Now, I actually have my support drawn in a little bit lower, but basically about the same at 12.4. So I'm actually pretty much in agreement with the VPVR right here. Now, the support that we're sitting on right now that I drew in is at 16 cents. We have rock solid support at 16 cents. Maybe we're lucky we won't visit it again. Maybe we'll just keep going up. It'll be absolutely awesome. All right, now we're going to jump forward here. And another thing I want to point out, the volume is super low, guys. Don't fool yourself. Look at the volume difference. The volume right now is super low. So I think everybody's just waiting. You know what I mean? Like biting their nails and just waiting with dreams of Lambos and beautiful stuff. I was going to say beautiful women, but if you're married like myself, you already got one. You know what I mean? But just make your dreams come true. That's all I do is daydream all day because it's a strong possibility a lot of our lives are going to be changed forever. Some for the better, some for the worse. Because you got to remember, money does not bring happiness. Remember that. All right, now I'm going to jump forward here, and we got the bullish pennant right now going on. I drew this bullish pennant. It looks like a bullish pennant to me, which means it usually goes up. No guarantees, but we definitely have a bullish pennant for HEX right now. Yeah, you got the support right here and bouncing around, and it's going to hopefully bounce upward. So I think that there's a good chance that HEX is going to pull up, but the market is in a very climatic moment in the U.S. at least, because the Fed will be meeting tomorrow about increasing interest rates by like 50 basis points, whatever that means, but rate increase. And we all know it's coming and it needs to happen. Now, it's a possibility they could try to push the can down the road, but I don't see how they can with the inflation out of control the way it is. The whole world is out of control with inflation right now. That, I guess, is a good thing in some ways when you say an even playing field, but it also means that the monetary system as we know it today is going to fail eventually. But that doesn't mean the fight's not over yet. There's going to be a lot of tug and war between crypto and fiat currency. Don't fool yourself. All right, let's jump over to the next page here. All right, this page on HEX right here, what I want to show you on this page particularly is that resistance that I had drawn before at 19 cents, it hit that resistance, and right now we're sitting around 18 cents basically, wanting to pass that. Well, we'll see what happens. The 20-day moving average is looking awesome. That's the purple one here. The 50-day moving average is the green. That looks perfect. The 100 did cross over to 200. So as far as moving averages go on the 4-hour chart, that is looking awesome. All right, we already talked about the support levels. And the MACD chart currently has HEX on the bearish side of things. Now, the moving average exponential, let's see, the moving average exponential for HEX on the 4-hour chart looks beautiful right now. Let's check this on a daily chart. Daily looks beautiful. And I know the 2-hour is going to look even better, right? Right? Yes. Everything's way above with support. It's great. I mean, I'd be happy if it was a couple, like this here was kind of a good signal too, because it hit the mid-range there and bounced right back up. It was like, that was the tipping point, but it didn't tip. It tipped the right way. That is great. All right, I'm going to put this back on the 4-hour chart. And we're going to jump over to the Ichimoku. I'm only doing a 4-hour charts right now, guys, because we're counting down, and there's just a lot of crap going on right now in the market. And when it really comes down to HEX, it's all about HEX and Pulsechain, whenever it comes. All right. Right here on the Ichimoku chart, you're going to see that the Ichimoku chart goes out 4 days in advance, and it is looking bullish. Yes, it is. Into the next 4 days. That is good news. Remember, this predicts the future, utilizing various indicators from the past, moving averages, etc. All right, the Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Bands are telling me right now on the 4-hour chart that HEX is on the overbought side of things. So keep that in mind. If you think about buying HEX, you might want to wait. RSI is telling me the exact same thing. Fear and greed indicator is saying that people are greedy. All right. HEX right here with the what do you call this? This is the market cipher chart. This is my knockoff free version of it. I always want to keep it real. Right here was a change for previous trend. That was a long signal, and HEX has been moving up ever since April 26th, slowly but surely. So yeah, we have not changed trend. There was a couple of bearish continuations. There was a short signal here, but for the most part, these are all bullish continuations. All these little like off yellowish looking ones. So that is great. There's nothing to tell me that HEX is going to stop anytime soon. All right, so HEX is bullish, plain and simple. HEX is looking really good. HEX has a pennant going, even though Bitcoin's on a downward trend. HEX is looking good. Now let's see how HEX looks over here. Now you gotta remember though, Bitcoin can drag HEX down with a blink of an eye. It's just how the crypto market works because everything is Bitcoin's not decoupled. Nothing, HEX is not decoupled from Bitcoin by far. But you never know. Pulsechain might change stuff. All right. Bitcoin right here. All right. So we're going to take a look at Bitcoin right now. This is saying Bitcoin is on the oversold side of things. And so is the RSI. This is the Bollinger Bands and this is the RSI. They're both saying it's oversold. But it is saying that people are a little greedy with it right now, which is contradictory. But yeah, you want to be careful when it says oversold. I'm sorry. You want to be greedy when it's saying oversold. You don't want to be greedy when it's being overbought because you're buying it up. You want to buy it when it's down. Buy on bad news. Remember that. Looking at the market cipher chart, it has Bitcoin. This here says change from previous trend. There was a bullish continuation, then a bearish, a short signal, bearish continuation, short signal. So yeah, Bitcoin's definitely on a downtrend according to the market cipher chart. And honestly, it's been downtrending lately, so we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. On a 4-hour Ichimoku chart, which goes 4 days in advance, has Bitcoin being bearish 4 days into advance. All right, right here you have the moving exponentials, and on a 4-hour chart, Bitcoin is officially bearish. It tried to break up and get some positive momentum going. It hit the mid-range here, where it's potentially about to go bullish, got rejected, and completely bearish now. All right, moving averages for Bitcoin. I see what the moving averages on the 4-hour charts offering us. The moving averages look like crap. They're horrible. You got 20-day, then a 50-day, then 100, then a 200. That's the exact opposite of how you want to look. You see the volume down here, a lot of sell pressure. MACD is even going bearish right now. So there's nothing at all there that's good to look at. All right. So now, done with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's, all right, so HEX is bullish. Bitcoin is bearish. But HEX can get dragged down by Bitcoin. But depending on how far out Pulsechain is and etc., HEX could do the exact opposite. So, because there was some, like, even during the previous bear market, I know a lot of guys weren't around then, but like, it was Tezos. I couldn't remember what it was. I think it was Terra Luna, but it was actually Tezos that came out. And Tezos took off in the middle of the bear market. So did Chainlink. So there's going to be diamonds in earth. And there's a lot more, but those were like they were really big moves. I believe Tezos was the first one to offer staking because I was kind of confused at what staking really provided. I remember that. That was a little while back now, but like I said, it's all about learning curve. But yeah, Pulsechain could be the one to go the opposite direction of the market because I saw it happen last time with various projects. All right, and then some of them disappeared, but that's all crypto. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at is Hedron. Hedron is not doing anything. Hedron is very, very boring. I do like the fact that it's stabilized. Now, you're saying that this is from May 3rd all the way back to April 22nd, all right? So it has stabilized, but it has done nothing. I think it's just waiting. HEX people need to start staking using Hedron, and then once they stake using Hedron, then they can have they want to do stake instances using Hedron, and then they can start borrowing against it. I think that's what's really holding it back. But I think it's more about being patient on that one. And maybe when Pulsechain comes out, people start really throwing around some money, stuff. Things could change quickly. All right. So next one we look at is Maximus. I did not partake in it because the 15-year thing just scared me a little bit. Not that 15-year staking HEX scared me, but this like, well, like where's Maximus? I just didn't have a full understanding or appreciation, and I'm comfortable with that decision. But it is doing what it said it would do as promised. Joke on me. It is what it is. But it's currently sitting at 18 cents, 1888. And if you look back here real quick, HEX is sitting at 18 even, so it is worth more, like it should be. So yeah, let me see how that plays out for Maxi. It's got good support. Has good support at 1739. What I'm personally planning on doing is I'm going to scoop some up when the opportunity comes up. But if it doesn't, I missed that ride. It's part of the game. But if it does like a nice little dip, like I wish I picked some up right here, I'm going to grab some. All right. All right. Let's talk about Pulse Doge real quick. Pulse Doge. Jump over chart here. All right, this is Pulse Doge. Now, somebody earlier, one of my things was like, you're looking at the wrong chart. You want Pulse Doge P. You want this one here. And I was like, no, I got the right chart. This is Pulse Doge Coin, and this is Pulse Doge. Pulse Doge is the original Pulse Doge Coin, not Pulse Doge Coin, which is the imposter, which has got foothold because of the airdrop. That I did cash in. So we'll talk about that in a minute. All right. So Pulse Doge right here, you'll see that it's on a downward trend. It does have good support though. Currently, where it's sitting at right now at roughly like 1 cent. So I like to see if it's going to drop beneath 1 cent, but it's currently just sitting there. So I have this drawn out. We'll come back and visit it, see if that 1 cent line can hold for it. But I do think Pulse Doge is going to win the wars, just based on ethics. But it's kind of cool to have a little bit of Hexican drama with what meme coin we should support. Now, granted, Pulse Doge coin, this one, was throwing around money. I took it, and I want you guys to get it too. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Oh man, I'm have to go over this one. So we're gonna jump past this. We're gonna put this here. Okay. So the next one here is Pulse Doge coin. Now, if you go to this site, pulsedogecoin.com, you can claim with your MetaMask wallet, and you could claim the Pulse Doge coin. It went up in value. I sold it earlier on, so it's probably worth like, I don't know, roughly 800. I'm not quite sure right now. It's probably worth like at least bare minimum 600 to 700 in HEX. 700. Like, you got it if you already got stakes. I believe is how it works. So definitely want to take advantage of this, guys. Jump on that. All right. All you gotta do is click claim and just run through the steps with your MetaMask wallet. It's safe. All right, Pulse Doge coin right here is actually on a downward trend. It's, well, not really downward trend. I'm sorry. It shot up. It skyrocketed from down here. I sold right around here. It went all the way up to like $5, and then it dropped down to where it is right now. I just drew a downward angle here. That way I could track it. And right now it's like 339.45. I'll leave this chart up just to see if it bounces back over it. You'll see that the support line is also the resistance, according to the VPVR. So it is what it is. So 366 is the main support for it and resistance line. Actually, it's not even a support right now. It's just resistance at this point. Okay. All right. P33. P33 was released by the creators of freepulse.io, and it dropped drastically. I'm just watching it. I got a little sideways wedge going here. It's bouncing around in there. I want to see if it bounces down or breaks up. I think it's going to break down, but I have nothing to base that on other than my gut's feeling. Its first strong point of resistance is going to be at about $1.12. So it could easily rise up to there. But right now, it's just been on a downward trend. It hasn't been doing much. And I'm watching the liquidity over here constantly drift in the wrong direction every day. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that one. All right. All right. I want to talk about these articles real quick. Yeah. All right. Stock market news live update. Stock futures drift as traders brace for Fed decision. All right. Now this really affects the people in the U.S., but the U.S. dollar still affects the whole financial systems. Everybody's intertwined. But you get the point. All right. So the U.S. stock futures opened little change Tuesday evening, with investors looking ahead to the Federal Reserve's latest monetary policy decision against the backdrop of elevated inflation and a still tight U.S. labor market. Contracts on the S&P 500 and NASDAQ gained while Dow futures dipped. Investors are waiting the Federal Reserve's monetary policy statement and press conference from Chair Jerome Powell later Wednesday afternoon. The central bank is widely expected to raise interest rates by 50 basis points for the first time since 2000. Absolutely ridiculous. I blame the pisses me off. Excuse my French, guys. Such a hike would be double the 25 basis point increase the Fed unleashed in the mid-March, which itself had been the first rate hike since 2018. This would bring the target range of federal funds rate between 0.75% and 1% compared to the current range of between 0.25% and 50%. So long story short, the Fed's finally going to increase the rates. I mean, I could read more, it just gets worse. They're finally going to increase the rates. It's absolutely ridiculous, guys. I mean, I don't know. It pisses me off. I'm so annoyed by this because, I mean, the whole point of interest rates is to keep the market under control. Instead, they want to put zero interest rates because there's times like, I don't want to say depressions, but let things happen naturally. You know what I mean? Because if you think about when the epidemic, I don't want to say the name of anything, when it hit the C word, businesses were at all-time high when they were like practically shut down, like 50%, 80% shut down. But you're at an all-time financial high. Your numbers are off the charts. Absolutely ridiculous, guys. I blame, oh my gosh. Anyway, the next one. Hester Pierce knocks SEC plans to add to crypto enforcement staff. All right, let's see what this is. U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission SEC member Hester Pierce took to Twitter on Tuesday to voice her opposition to the addition of 20 new employees on the regulatory agency's crypto enforcement squad. The SEC is a regulatory agency with an enforcement division, not an enforcement agency, she tweeted on Thursday afternoon. Why are we leading with enforcement in crypto? Earlier on Tuesday, the SEC announced plans to increase the headcount in its newly named Crypto Assets and Cyber Unit, which was previously known as the Cyber Unit for 50 from the current 30. The agency described that the unit, which resides in the Division of Enforcement, as being responsible for protecting investors in crypto markets and from cyber-related threats. SEC Chairman Gary Gensler previously indicated in September that he had planned to expand the unit's staff. Dubbed crypto mom by many in industry for being crypto savvy, Pierce has been a longtime opponent of Gensler's enforcement-heavy approach to regulation. Gensler has been reluctant to share specifics on how crypto companies can comply with regulations, instead choosing to regulate their enforcement actions. So this is all in the U.S. This doesn't affect my Australian brothers and sisters or UK, Africa, Canada. Try to think of everybody else that subscribes to the channel. But like I said, stuff that happens in the U.S. seems to affect everybody else drastically. Because the SEC did so well with XRP. I'd love to know where XRP would be right now if XRP didn't decide to pick on them. And it doesn't really look like they're going to really accomplish anything, but they give them a hard way to go. It made them miss a complete bull market rush. But anyway, all right, that's it for this video, guys. Please remember, leave a comment. Always leave comments. I'm not getting enough comments, guys. Leave comments. Say hi. Literally, anything. Anything positive. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And make sure you stay as you can. And try not to stress too much. Pulsechain's coming. I'm stressing like crazy, but try to relax. What's going to happen is going to happen. And it's out of our control at this point. Peace out.